Y'all feeling all right? Y'all good? Y'all can hear me? We got levels. A pip is percentage in point. We also have to talk about entry types and stuff like that. So I'm working on slowing down so people can understand. And nobody's perfect. Nobody's the greatest of all time. So we all need to hear it, even myself. Okay, because trading is repetition. Constant. That's what practice is. Practice is repetition at whatever it is that you do. I trust you me. There's a long road I had to trudge to get here to be finding quarters and whole numbers and drop base with no wicks at the backs and doji, all this stuff I'm telling y'all to sit here and for it to be working. I sat here in trial and error to every scenario under the sun almost. Range at the bottom of the quadrant, this, that, what curve, the previous days. Who the heck told you the previous day's candle, even if it was a wick? Who told you that? Nobody told me none of this. This is just me sitting here fighting every day. What? Ugh. But that's also part of my personality too. You ain't just gonna punk me. Taking time, and I always use the people you look up to. They did what they're doing for free for a certain amount of time, and I always said that. If from Beyonce, Michael Jordan, Cole, I don't care who you think about, you did it for free for a certain amount of time before somebody recognized you for your talent and offered you the money for it. Guess what? You're gonna be doing something for free for a while, even with losses. Again, having a trade plan, I was just going over some psychological stuff, just trying to weed some psychology in there while I, explain some explanations. Okay, getting the mindset right and knowing what you gotta have an armadillo mind. Okay, that's why it's called Shark Tank. Notice how the show is called Shark Tank, not Kitten Tank. That kind of a mindset, either not kill any, just to be a murderer or nothing like that. But just notice how successful people have a shark-like or predatory mindset. Okay, they getting up early. That edge. You see how this says forex trading with an edge? You see the word edge? Edge is in there for a reason. The edge part of the edge is being on point and being having that mindset. That's part of the edge that somebody that's successful has on you that you don't have is just that mindset. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Just that mindset is an edge. But that's the edge, those little things in your personal life that affect all the other things in your life that you want. Actually, it makes it not hard. All the things you want actually are not hard if you just implement certain things in your life, like a lot of discipline. Because I was very undisciplined myself. And really just believing and not getting caught up in what people say or think and what the world is doing. Just staying strong and staying tough and staying down. And love I have for myself. I got an extreme amount of love for myself. If you don't go love yourself, go find you some. I used to always say to students all the time, even I'm gonna say to y'all too, I get it mixed up right now because I'm in Zoom. When I used to teach, in public, I would always make a reference to the reason why that ref never gets to 10 in those boxing movies. Those boxing movies like Creed and Rocky and all those movies where the ref never gets to 10 and you get up and you win the fight. It's that thing that doesn't make the ref get to 10. Whatever that is for you, you need to go find that. Whatever that is for you. Like you could be hit. Life could hit you with the fist could look like a train. Bang. Life could hit you with one of the hardest hits in the world. But like I tell my kids, the ref will never get to 10 on your daddy. Never. No, sir. Sometimes it's about using what you're good at or what skills you do have. And whatever you're not good at is a lot of leaving that alone. Like I had to deal with being indecisive a lot. And I know it's hard when you're looking at trades. Like, how do you know? I'm very indecisive, but you got to shake out of that too. Just going over some things that people may go through, that these are the emotions that you go through as a trader, because we all do. And I went through them myself. Quitting and not letting, giving up on yourself. Again, position sizing. Any currency pair with a dollar attached to it is called a major pair. And every currency is in a pair form. And this has to be done on a computer, not on your phone. It's serious business. This ain't for play. Ain't no tablets, none of that. I used to tell people all the time, when you see these movies when people are trading, when you see these commercials, whatever, you see them trade on their phone, or do you see them with like 5 or 6 or 7 screens, like 6 or 8 screens? So what makes you think that somebody's usually doing the same thing on their phone? I don't care what Instagram or Facebook says. I've seen it all. I've seen people start accounts with I've seen people start accounts with $50, $500. I've seen people lose $750,000 in 3 days. I've seen people take losses. What? I've seen people open accounts with 50, 20,000. I've seen it all. So it's like a doctor or a dentist or something like that that you do, and somebody goes in and you feel ashamed about what your issue is, and you've seen it all, so they sitting there like this. I get that now, because somebody might be like, I'm ashamed to tell you how much money I have, or I'm ashamed to tell you this. Like, I've seen it all. So let's say I have $1,000 account. What is 1% of $1,000? 10% is 100. 1%, $10. So that means I should be risking $10 every trade to make $30. Some days, if I want to take 2 to 1 until I get really good, it could be for 10 to 25. When I first started trading, there's a place like before you make the money that you want to make or you get super good at it, you feel good about. And this is just me because I appreciate these things, but like being able to replace my haircut money or the money I spent, it wasn't like I was making a lot of money. I was using small trades where I would make $20 or $30, and to me, $40 that was the world because it was like replacing small money that you spent on like groceries or gas, like gas money. Oh, what? Oh, snap. It was the world to me. This is before I was pumping premium gas into an AMG Mercedes Benz. This is before that. Okay. This is when I appreciated, gas. This is when, you might have gave 2 other people a ride home before you went home because those are the people you were around. Everybody didn't have a car. Like I got Jordans and I got Allen Edmonds. What you want to do? I got $300 sneakers, $500 sneakers. I got $500 shoes. It wasn't always like that. You got it surrounded when this is all I can do and get. So to get $20 or $30 that day was like amazing. That was my food. The dollar menu might not have been the dollar menu. I might have went to the Jamaican restaurant. Like, yo, let me get them oxtails real quick with extra gravy on that joint. What you're gonna do is get good at making that $10 or that $20 or $30 that you get good at making. You're gonna get so good at it that you can do it you like Steph Curry with it. Poof, 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 poof every time. Excuse me, say what? Poof, poof. You just drawing out, you drawing this out. One shot deal, entry stop targets with people like, ain't no way. And then bang, like, holy crap. You like that with it. 3 pips. That's how many pips I'll be risking in this trade. 50.3 to make 3 to 1 would be 150. So 50 to 150, 50.3 times 3 is 150.9. Your risk to reward ratio is this number right here, 3 to 1. So if I was to move this, see how that would change? Now that's 2.5 to 1, 2.5. 50 times 2.5, 50 times 2.5 would be 125. And this is what I'm saying, like for those people that I need 100 pips every time. If you look at the pound pairs, this is what they do. It's their normal everyday routine. Oh, you need 100? Oh, I got you. Don't you worry about it. At least every 2 days, you're gonna get 100 out of the most pound pairs. Before you can make some money, you gotta learn how to lose. Right way. And when I started teaching, what I realized was a baby before they learn how to walk, and it's weird, but before a baby learns how to walk, they actually learn how to fall the right way before they learn how to walk. They master falling first. So they go from falling on their face or falling the wrong way or hurting themselves falling. And right before they master walking in that practice mode, they learn how to fall on that butt, that diaper. They learn how to fall on the softest part of their body. So before you can get to walking, you gotta learn how to be like, boo. Oh, okay, that because it's less risk. There's no blood, there's no pain, there's no crying. As long as somebody's in the room watching me, coaching me, come on, you good. Just practice lose it wrong. Part of this is can I lose? Like say your homework assignment is to do this 5 or 10 times so you get exactly what you should be losing. That way I know you can lose right. Yesterday, this trade, I don't know how many pips I was posted. Man, we are on fire with these pips. Like, you could stop trading yesterday. If you traded any more after yesterday, after the pound, New Zealand, all that, you were just being greedy. I'm not saying you took the whole thing, but that was an amazing shot from yesterday. Guess what? Oh, so if I want to trade the euro dollar right now, the spread is 0.4 pips, which would mean zero point 0.4 or zero point 0.5 of a pip, a half of a pip. Okay, so that's what I would pay as well. All right. When you open your account, this is what you should get. This is what it should look like. Part of my story was that I never brought my mom home a diploma. From since junior high school, I never brought my mom home a diploma, high school, or college, or whatever. But when I went to school to learn how to trade, I got the diploma. I got a certificate. It was one of the biggest deals to me, to bring my mom home a certificate or say that I accomplished something. So when I started going to school, and I'm in my 30s, I literally went and got a book bag. I went and got a pencil, notebook. It was the first time I took school serious in my entire life, and this is no lie. The first time ever. The first time ever was in my 30s was when I went to school, learn how to do this. The first time I took school because I knew this was it. So I took it serious. Relative strength. What we got here, people? I don't know if y'all remember this. This is like 500 pips in a day. This is like over 500 pips in a 48-hour period. After I saw that, I knew price was either going to come back in here or in here. Two higher highs. Money. Drop base rally, two higher highs in a week, in a daily. One, two. Price never came back to a full blast off these two higher highs. One, two. Price has to come back to something. And it sure did. Woo-wee. I think we drew this out, if I'm not. Yes, we did draw this out. Told y'all put alerts on it and things. I don't know what happened. I'm an alien. Ooh, boy. Look at that thing right there. 300. Shut your mouth. What? Excuse me, what you say? Excuse me, what you say? What? Look at this. Just look at this. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. All right? Now, we know this is a two higher highs. Bang, bang in the daily. You know I love me some 2, 1, 2. I was like, oh boy, you come back down here, we're going to talk about it. It's also the lower quadrant in the daily. Told y'all you got to catch the lower quadrant in an uptrend. Didn't I? Didn't I tell you that? The lower quadrant in an uptrend, sir. The lower quadrants, like this, the lower right here, the lower quadrant in an uptrend. I'll try to put more like these. Now, another thing, don't think all the signals gonna be like this. Y'all like, I'm about to get this don't happen every day, okay? So y'all don't get that twisted. This don't happen every day. Came to our aggressive zone. We did catch the Aussie dizzy. Had the leg out, a zone in the leg out. Remember, we said this broke this rally, base rally. So we had a zone in here. We got two lower lows. So price is going to come into the leg out or try and trick us in the 4 hour. Moving average is all above the thing. Which you was going to go long, just all above the thing. Just 1 hour smacks. Get down. Get down. Came back to the level on level. We probably had 10 of these this week. So another same zone, level on level. Price broke that thing. Came to the bottom of the quadrant, the 4 hour again, and popped back up to the 50, more than likely. US Swiss played with us. I think it came into this zone. Go look at that. For those that have never looked at it, go look at that YouTube video, the Mighty 200, the Aussie New Zealand and the Pound New Zealand. Can't nobody say nothing to me at all. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all hold it light. Take it light and hold it down. And remember, always love somebody other than you. Sizzle.